Hi, I wanted to give you a little overview from the slides today so that they're more understandable for you. So today we talked about annotated bibliographies and topic outlines and just the beginning part of topic outlines. An annotated bibliography is basically your resources for the research paper with notes after each entry. So there's 4 components for each entry. There's the citation, that's like the author's name, the title, the source, the date, and such of your source. A summary in your own words, maybe 4 to 5 sentences. An evaluation is like kind of like why you think it's credible, why you think the source is a good source, and then the application of like how you might use it in the paper. You can write these single-spaced, and they should be in your own words, and the citation should be in MLA format, and I'm going to show you how to do that. You only need 5 sources for this assignment, although your final paper might have between 5 and 7 at least sources. And if you change your mind about your sources for later drafts of your paper, you do not have to resubmit the annotated bibliography. The annotated bibliography is due tomorrow night, Wednesday night. So the summary, again, is an overview of your source in your own words. You give the scope, like what is it about, what is it, who's the audience, what are the most important features, like does it have maps or statistics, is it interviews, is it expert testimony, is it research, what's the main thesis of the article or newspaper or magazine or journal article, and then how credible is the source, is it relevant, was it written just a little while ago, does it have a famous author or someone with a good background. And then finally the application, how will you use it in your essay, what points will it help you prove. Here's a sample. You don't have to color code it like this, but you have the citation here, the author's name, the name of the source, the editor, this is a book, so it would be the editor, and then you have the summary in purple here, the red is the evaluation, why it's like valid, why is it a good source, and then finally how you might use it. Again, you don't have to color code those, but this shows you a little bit like how much writing is required for each part of the entry, and you can single space it if you want. And so that's due soon. At the same time, you want to kind of start putting together a short list of maybe the subtopics for your research paper. And then an example of that would be this, like let's say I wanted to do racial profiling of Muslims in airports. You might be doing racial profiling while driving or while in neighborhoods or in schools. And so you might have an overview if you were doing this one of how does TSA work, how things changed after the 9/11 incident, how President Bush, how his racial profiling legislation died, like that he wanted to try to get through after 9/11, how stereotyping and profiling in the Arizona cases, how that worked after 9/11, what happened, incidents of harassment, those might go together actually. The Trump factor, which is kind of the Muslim ban, and then the public's willingness to give up more freedom at airports in order to be safe, and then the final solution is a way to balance all of this. So that would be an idea of like some basic topics until you really get involved in your research and know exactly what you have sources for. And that's it. So I hope that hopefully that the annotated bibliography, this piece is really clear, and maybe you can get some of those entries done tonight and tomorrow in class so that you would be done tomorrow night, 5 entries to submit. If you have questions, let me know. Thanks.